Welcome to a video in which I try to answer a question made by a viewer in one of my videos. The questions are in these screenshots. Basically, what he wants to do is create a level in a country's league system in which there are several groups, each with their own set of rules and promotions. I don't know if it is possible to do it. I will not be solving all the how to do it in this video. After all, some of the how to do involves knowing how to fully complete a simpler system like the Tercera División, which I've not done yet and still have to continue. But I will try to at least find out if doing groups with different rules is possible and the absolute basics of how it would be. What I am pretty sure of is that you can't do it in the basic editor. What I'm going to do is to load the step 0 of my Tercera División file on which I'll try to take over my series and try to do a small test, which consists of making Tercera into two groups of 20 teams each, in which one group promotes 8 teams to Segunda B and the other promotes 8. No cups or further stages that might complicate it, because it is all about demonstrating whether or not one can make a division, a level, with 2 or more groups that have each their own unique rules. Actually, after thinking it, once I had recorded the previous thing, I'm not doing Tercera División with 2 groups to promote to Segunda División, but I will turn Segunda División B into 2 groups, of which one team promotes to the Liga Adelante in one group and the other 3 teams promote from the other group. For the first attempt at making different rules for each group, I'm trying to set Segunda B from Spain as a 2 groups division, so I remove groups 3rd and 4th from it. I also decide there will be only direct promotions and relegations, so I remove also all the dates regarding playoffs for either of them. I also take note of some settings for the Tercera División activated project. I apply the same changes to all of the Segunda División de España branches. I also change the description in case it's somehow relevant. For the 2 branches that I will use for both groups, I reuse the multiple competitions branch that already exists to save on time. I create a new tree where I pass the information copied from the modified branch. I give it a different ID as it is a new tree branch, expecting conflicts and confusion to the engine if I weren't to make it different. I have to change the team settings, which are getting all teams from division without anything else, that I interpret means all groups from Segunda B and would take from all 4 groups, to set the specific group as the competition in the drop-down. The difference in rules I want to test is in relegation and promotions. As I've seen the criteria for ongoing ties, squad rules and other such rules are present, I think within the general tab, so I didn't take much conscious note of it once I saw them. The idea is make group 1 promote 1 team and group 2 promote the other 3 teams. I also want to try having each group relegate into different divisions. However, that would need me to add the regional division 3, which isn't present. The attempt fails because the editor, when doing the test for validity of rules, doesn't find rules for a division with 40 teams. I tried to change the description in case, as I didn't spot that number anywhere, but it still fails. I think one possibility might be that I reused the multiple competitions branch. Therefore, I decide to remove that and make a new one for group 1 and try again, but it still gives the same error. Then the next attempt is to return to the multiple competition setting. Now what I will test is to change the stages. From a single league in one of them and the cups, I set 4 stages with a different ID, one for each group, in order to change the promotion and relegation rules in each of the stage trees, but it doesn't work. I make a small modification leaving things the same, but changing the screen that picks the teams that will play in them. Still doesn't work. Maybe each stage should have been numbered differently, but I don't think that to be the case, so I try something else. That different thing is the same, but just making two multiple competitions trees. Testing the rules is promising as no errors are detected. I remove the promotion playoffs and set the promotions to be direct ones. I set the promotions to be direct and make it one of the trees hold two groups and the other hold the other two groups. It fails not finding teams to create. I believe this to be because I removed the promotion playoff stages and forgot something else or didn't change the relegation stage number down to 0. So the editor looks for teams for the two stages that were removed. Then I decide to leave the playoffs for promotion in place and just make them not serve for promotion. I go to the qualification rules and there I set for the multiple divisions that have the groups I first and second to have 1 promotion places, maximum overall to 2, and minimum for parent competition to 6. I take a screenshot of those before setting the last data. Then I go to the other multiple competitions that hold the groups third and fourth and set them to 2 promotion places for maximum and 6 minimum overall for parent group. Perhaps in the previous I forgot to disable the promotion playoffs. The second level, Liga Smart Bank already had its relegation places increased to 6 from the previous attempt, so what needs to be done now is to go to the promotion playoffs and simply change every promoted fate to no fate. I test and no errors. Time to load it in game. I load the game with the database selected and pick an unemployed manager, with only Spanish leagues playable down to Segunda B. As it finished loading, I check the rules for the 4 Segunda B groups and Liga Smart Bank and the rules I set are there. It seems it goes well. Let's holiday until the next season to check if they work. And they do. You can see groups 1 and 2nd have 1 direct promotion. Groups 3rd and 4th have 2 direct promotions. If you go to Liga Smart Bank, you see the teams who earned promotion had indeed been promoted, and the relegated have been relegated into Segunda B. For some reason, I can't go to Liga Smart Bank from Segunda B Group 1 clicking the up arrow. I don't know why, but I don't think it will turn into a problem. There is it then. You see how you can make groups with different rules. You make different multiple competitions for each set of groups that have their own rules. Hope that was enough to answer the question. Goodbye.